So a lot of people have accused me in life of being arrogant, that I can know things or control things beyond a reasonable degree. And if you understand anything about the universe, you understand that absolutely everything is vibration. And vibration happens in spheres that expand, compact. We call this sound. And if you take a resonating plate, say a flat piece of metal that's capable of resonating with sound at a very high frequency, that you can create patterns, beautifully orchestrated, based solely on the reverberations of sound in the environment. Now, if I was a fool and I believed that I could pick up each of those grains of sand and place them perfectly to create a pattern, I could never do it, because as soon as you place a piece of sand on the resonating plate, it immediately starts vibrating and moving. So rather than focusing on the actual pieces and grains of sand, you focus on the energy resonating through the plate. So if you wanted to think of the universe as a resonance, and if you wanted to look at the earth as a surface where resonance can happen, inside the human body is water. Water is a liquid crystal superconductor. It conducts light, sound, and supersonic frequencies that allow it to make things like snowflakes, compound frequencies that are being manifested simultaneously. That's the power of water. You see, I can influence the entire resonating plate just by intensely resonating these energies, and as those energies resonate through the entire planet around me, the planet itself is what creates the pattern using the energy. I don't determine the pattern. The pattern flows through me based on the earth and the natural state of harmony that is ultimately accomplished when these energies are maximized to their fullest. So I just wanted to share that with you, because in the future there's going to be a lot of changes, and I don't expect that you're going to listen to me and that I'm going to pick you up from wherever you're at and place you somewhere else. What I am going to do is generate such an intensity of energy that you're going to feel a need to move, you're going to feel the flow, and you're going to come into alignment in whichever part of the pattern you happen to be fitting in whichever part of the pattern you enjoy the most. This dream is going to have a lot of dimensions. You know, there's going to be the warriors and the creators, the visionaries, the people that are pushing the boundaries of what's physically possible. There are going to be the healers, the people that are guiding the hearts and words and truth and expanding harmony within the environment, which is going to be giving rise to the people who are truly visionary and truly imaginative and truly creative and are capable of blending their imagination with the whole of the world. So when these three groups are all resonating within themselves and collectively, right? When all these sounds, vibrations, are transmitted through water simultaneously. So I'm not saying I'm special in the sense that I'm more than you are. Imagine an antenna that's properly held in position that gets a clear signal, and you can also have a transceiver. So I'm receiving this information, I'm giving it to you, I'm letting you know this is the actual way that the universe works. This is how democracy actually functions, is these little grains of sand, us, our hearts, we follow and we form patterns that naturally are created in the universe. And it's not something that has to be guided and orchestrated by a government or by a superficial spiritual doctrine, right? They describe the pattern, they try to force people into it. The problem is it's fluid, and different people fit into different parts of the pattern. So that's the reality. Is I want to create an organization, to amplify these energies, to create these constructs that, you know, the warriors and the inventors, the people that are creative and adventurous, and the people that are the communicators, and the heart-centered people all have a place. They all have a pattern that's made for them to flow their energy into. And so that's just kind of what the idea is. This is all about energy. Don't be a fool and follow someone who thinks they're going to pick you up and know exactly where to place you, because everything is moving all the time. And anybody who doesn't teach you how to flow with the universe is actually just trying to control you so that you become a part of theirs, so that their flow is what is controlling you rather than the universal flow. I flow with the universe, so I'm not on the side of any government or spiritual organization. I'm on the side of harmony. So as people come to a greater sense of internal harmony and we expand that externally and you start seeing it manifested in physical form and shape, just know that that's the universe flowing through us naturally. We naturally do this, and anybody who wants to try to make it into some sort of an esoteric thing, this is literally vibrations in the universe making shapes that are harmonious with the vibrations flowing through the universe, so that the vibrations flowing through the universe doesn't destroy the shape that it creates. That's the idea. It's stable harmony. We create a form that fluidly moves with the energy that fluidly moves through us, so the energy that fluidly moves through us does not destroy us, all right? And that's the idea. Is what I'm trying to do is decrease the resistance, all right? The resistance in the circuit that's causing people to burn up, and frustration and exhaustion and impatience. I want to be able to create an organization, an environment that does the exact opposite. Expands patience, expands compassion, and expands determination, and directed at allowing for fluid transformation and movement within yourself and outside of yourself to create an infrastructure and a network. Because I imagine creating one facility here and hundreds of facilities, even thousands of facilities all over the world, where research is cross-collateralized to where it's not being hoarded and it's actually available for public use. I mean, that would be amazing to me, to have a problem here in the United States and have 17 other problems from all over the world in versions of ways that we never even considered, because we're diving into different history, we're diving into different ways of thinking and ways of looking at the same problem. So just by creating, again, patterns through intense focus and alignment of the natural human energies allows for a space on Earth, atmosphere, to be created where the energy that's in the human body flows naturally and harmoniously with itself and with the environment. So it's a matter of figuring out internally, coming to a state of peace, and expanding that externally by understanding cymatics, understanding the natural pattern mechanism of the body. And it's sound. Sound, I utter words, creates light pictures. Okay? If you close your eyes and you listen to my words, I can create images of light in your mind that you are imagining, because sound and light are connected. Imploding sound becomes light. A hyper-concentrated, hyper-harmonious sound becomes light. That's the idea, is light body is the same thing as a hyper-harmonious sound body, which is what we are. We're sound and light dancing around. And it's time that we need to start organizing it, and we need to stop listening to fools who believe that they can place all these little grains of sand in real time fast enough to maintain anything that looks like a regular pattern. All they're doing is gluing people to the plate in the general shape of the pattern and calling it good. And that's not how the universe works. We're all designed to flow and move and grow. And so I want to create an environment where that's possible. And it's not only possible, but it's exciting and it's inclusive to maximize cooperation. So thank you very much for all the people who have been participating in these videos as far as providing feedback and asking about content. And I hope that as this information becomes more ingrained in your mind and as the picture becomes clearer and clearer and clearer and clearer in your own imagination, that you can start to see these things happen as well. Because I can see it very, very clearly, very easily in my imagination how we could create a completely different and totally and dynamically better world by incorporating sound back into our vocabulary of intelligence and understanding that the sounds, the words create shape and form like magic, and recognizing it because it's true. After all that time, turns out words really are powerful. So I hope these words help you. You have a great day.